What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another AASMR. My name is Irrelevant, as usual. And, I'm an alcoholic with about 9 months of sobriety. As I take a big old bong rip. That's the good stuff. You like my socks? Chilling on here with the pups. I actually have another spooky season video to go through. I have quite a bit today. I actually just watched The Ring today. That one's on Hulu. That's probably my favorite of the Japanese remakes. You know, like The Grudge and The Ring and what's another one like that? Battle Royale movie. Didn't they do a remake of that? I don't know. But yeah, there's quite a few. I think back in the early 2000s. Anyway, I have to do a little bit more research on that. You know, I know there's some, I just can't think of them off the top of my head. Anyway, going through more of these. We've been watching Disney's What If, and there was kind of like a horror episode with the Doctor Strange episode, like 2 weeks ago, I think it was. That was cool. Not that everything has to be horror, but most of the stuff I've been watching is horror. Of course, I've been watching Walking Dead's final season. That's been okay so far. I wasn't really a fan of like season like 6 was okay, I guess. I don't know. 7 was okay. 8 wasn't very good. 9 was decent. 10 was eh. And anyway, Walking Dead's kind of hit or miss for me. I did love the comic books, but that's on Netflix. And then, of course, the show airs on AMC on Sundays, or AMC Plus. It's on early there. Anyway, we're also watching American Horror Story. I've been loving season 10 so far. It's a good season. That's on Hulu. Another one we watched recently, The Ritual. That one was pretty good. Beautiful scenery in the mountains, and just it's a cool like original concept about these friends that go out to the mountains camping in remembrance of when their buddy passed away. And yeah, things get a little funky with this creature. And anyway, that one's on Netflix. I did watch Malignant. I don't remember if I said that in the last video. Doesn't really matter. It was dope. I thought it was really cool. That old school vibe. Yeah, I had a really good time with Malignant. Also watched Final Destination. So far, just the first one. That's on both Malignant and Final Destination are on HBO Max. Final Destination is pretty good. I remember liking most of them. I don't even know if I've seen them all at this point, but 1, 2, and at least 3 are good from what I remember. I might go back and watch the other 2. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see how much time we have this Halloween season. Anyway, but Malignant was the bomb. Just don't even look up what it's about. Nothing. Just go check it out. And I think if you're an old school, kind of cheesy-ish horror fan, you might have a good time with it. What else? We got Halloween. Of course, another old school classic. Not that Malignant is an old school classic, but anyway, another old school that happens to be classic. Yeah, I mean, Halloween, you gotta watch Halloween at least once, right? Whether if you catch it on AMC while they play it all freaking day, all Halloween year, or all Halloween month, but yeah, everybody knows Halloween, right? I actually have that one on DVD, but I think it's streaming on Sling, if you wanna see that. What else? We got Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning. I'm a fan of the 2000s Texas Chainsaw Massacres. The remake was pretty solid, and The Beginning was okay. It was good. It was decent. That's on HBO Max. And then what else we got? We have Final Girls. That one was the fun one on Hulu. Final Girls. It has Tessa Farmiga. It's Vera Farmiga's from The Conjuring. She plays one of the Warrens, the Warren woman, Lorraine, in the Conjuring movies, and that's her sister, actually. She, Tessa was also the nun in the Nun movies. But yeah, that's her. It's just a fun kind of satire horror movie, comedy, dark comedy horror movie. It's on Hulu. Let's see. The original It. I did start watching it. I haven't finished it. It's long. And honestly, I like the remakes better. The original, Tim Curry's good, but I mean, outside of him and maybe like Seth Green as, God, who does he play? He doesn't play Richie, does he? I think he plays Richie, Seth Green. I like them too, and, you know, and it's okay. It's creepy, and it scared me when I was a kid, and, you know, it's worth watching every once in a while, I guess, but I do prefer the remakes. I actually do really enjoy the 2017 one. Part 2 was okay. Was pretty good. I still prefer it over the original, but yeah, the 2017 It is the bomb. I love that movie. And so the original It is on Hulu. I actually did rewatch the 2017 It. I'll probably rewatch it again just because I really like it, but it's on HBO Max. That one. Let's see, we got Scream 4. I did rewatch all the Screams. I had my girlfriend rewatch them with me, or watch them. I guess it was her first time, but I've seen them all many times at this point. But I love the Scream franchise. 4 is actually one of my favorites. I really like 4. Probably 1 and then 4 for me. And that one is on Stars. And Scream 5 is coming out in 2022, January. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be fun. Last couple that we have here, I watched another classic, Prom Night. First time watching Prom Night the other day. And it was pretty terrible, but fun and classic, and I didn't realize that how much Scream kind of borrowed from that movie, and yeah, it was good. It was it was a good time. That's on Peacock. But yeah, if you like old, stupid, cheesy horror movies, basically like Malignant, but Malignant's like a current modern one. But anyway, yeah, Prom Night is up there as probably one of the worst villains in a horror movie. It's just terrible, no effort whatsoever in the look or the design or the costume. Anyway, terrible movie, but it was fun. And last one, which was my favorite new one that I've watched, I think, and I don't know why I've never watched it before. But I actually know this was probably one of my favorite new ones that I watched, because Malignant was very good. I really liked Malignant. And like I said, Final Girls was pretty good. Ritual was pretty good, but I'm gonna say that Fright Night, I'd never seen this, the remake of Fright Night, not the original remake with Colin Farrell. Loved it, absolutely loved it. And Malignant, so those are my two favorites, obviously. Fright Night, I was just I went into Malignant pretty much knowing that I was gonna love it. Even though I didn't know much about the movie going in, other than James Wan directed it, and he was kind of going for this old school feel. So I kind of went in going like, oh, might be a little cheesy, but whatever. Yeah, Malignant and Fright Night. Fright Night was awesome though. I've still never seen the original actually either, but first time watching the remake as well the other day, and that movie was a blast. So much fun. Just a good old school vampire flick, And we're really into vampire stuff lately because of What We Do in the Shadows. And that one was just a lot of fun. Not quite as like funny and comedic as something like What We Do in the Shadows, but there were some funny parts and mixed in some comedy with some brutal stuff. And some pretty genuinely scary parts. So anyway, that's my list. I do have a couple coming up on Netflix. I kind of wanted to watch the Intrusion, I think is what it's called. Came out today. Hasn't been getting good reviews, so I don't know if I'll actually end up watching it, or maybe try it, and if it sucks, whatever. But there's another one called God, what is it called? It's also coming out on Netflix. The name of the movie is it's not Saint Maud. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'll update next video with that movie, what it's called. But anyway, stay healthy, stay happy, and try to stay sober. Deuces. One love, peeps.